morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning at 6 a.m. approximately, and I'm just getting ready to start a nursing assistant shift at the BRI on A700, which is the surgical ward, and I'm going to be there this weekend. So today I have a short day from 7 until 1:15, and then tomorrow I've signed up to do a long day, which is an 11.5-hour shift. And I have to be honest, I really struggle with the long days, and hats off to all the nurses and the nursing assistants that do this 3-4 times a week. I find it really difficult mentally, physically and emotionally to be on the ward for that amount of time. I have been working pretty much every Sunday. This is the first weekend that I'm doing Saturday and Sunday, and to be perfectly honest with you, this month is really tricky financially because of the lack of student finance. So I didn't receive any assistance from the uni or student finance. So in order to pay for my rent and the petrol, which is extortion at the moment, to go from Bristol to Bath every day, and just to pay for things like car repairs and just life, then I have to work every single weekend. And for the next 3 weekends, I'll be working Saturdays and Sundays, and then going to medical school Monday to Friday. The reason that I wanted to do this video is sometimes in order to get to a goal, we have to do things that we don't want to do. And I wanted to talk to you really briefly about mindset this morning and how we can change our mindset to achieve our goals and to do things that we don't really want to do. Like for me, for example, I know that I have so much studying to do. And if I didn't have to go to work this weekend in order to pay for my rent and so forth, then I could sit at home, go to a coffee shop and do 6-7 hours of studying today and probably the same tomorrow and have a rest before going back to medical school. That is not an option. So 2 things that I do to basically change my mindset from a place of, oh, I really don't want to do this, blah, 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 to, okay, this is what I have to get done. So the first thing that I do, and I talk about this in many of my videos, is gratitude. So I brute force it. Two ways of looking at this. I think about the things that I'm grateful for because of the money that I'm going to earn from doing these shifts this weekend. So I'm able to pay for a comfortable home for Clara and I. I'm then able to continue studying medicine. I'm then able to pay for petrol to go and study medicine. I'm able to buy food. I'm able to have a hot shower in the morning. I'm able to take care of myself, of my needs. And then I think about the things that I'm grateful for and the things that I'm going to be able to bring, hopefully, to the patients today. I am really grateful that today I didn't have to worry about medicine, and I could just put my nursing assistant's hat on and I can make people some nice cups of tea. I can show them some love and some care and make them feel nice and clean after giving them a wash, and I can make some beds. And what can I give today? And that just brings me out of that energy of I really don't want to do this because I've got other things to do, and it brings me back into the mindset of there's such an amazing opportunity today to give. I'm able to, maybe for just a few hours of my day, really have an impact on these patients' lives without worrying about anything medical, just really focusing on them as a person, on personal care, on making them feel secure and safe and really cared for. The second thing that I focus on is I ask myself the question, if I don't do this, what will be the outcome? If I don't do these shifts this weekend, what will be the outcome? Okay, so the outcome for me is that I won't be able to pay my rent. I won't be able to pay for petrol. I won't be able to get to medical school. And if I can't get to medical school, then I won't pass the attendance, and that means that I have to resit the year. Whoa, that gives me a big kick up the backside to go and do these shifts. Such a powerful question in itself. If I don't do this today, what is the outcome? And actually, it would be so easy for me to say, do you know what? I'll worry about it later. I won't do these shifts. And then the impact on my degree is massive. So that again gives me that motivation to say, just get it done. Get it done. And sometimes, I know it's probably not healthy to do that, but if those 2 things don't work, sometimes it's it's okay to just dissociate from your feelings when you've got to do something that you don't want to do until the task ends. Sometimes I don't feel like studying and I just say, right, I'm not gonna get emotional about it, I'm not gonna think about it too much, I'm just gonna start. So I hope that was useful. I'll take you along this weekend and I'll try and show you a little bit about what we do, but I have to be very careful because I got some feedback the other day from one of my tutors actually about filming in the BRI, and it's not something that I'm allowed to do, so I have to be extremely careful, and I really don't want to cause any problems or get into trouble because of this YouTube channel.
Where I did most of my studying in first and second year at uni. This is the medical library. So I'm just walking now to the hospital, which is about 10 minutes away from the uni. I've parked here. I hope it's okay.
Let's get it done. It's about 6:45. This is gonna go really quickly today, and then later on I was just thinking about what I'm gonna do. So I need to clean the flat, I need to go and do my training at the gym, and I've got about 200 flashcards to get through on Anki. Let's get it all done.
I saw a light when you passed me by. The reason why I shine, you're the reason why. I thought I caught your eyes, the love is blind. I thought I saw you smile.
Let's aim for our best interval output.
I know I messed up. Yeah, I know I did you wrong. But I learned my lesson. Now what if we could move on? Remember the good days. I wish that we could go back. I know I'm not perfect, but at least give me a try.
Morning everybody, it's Sunday morning at about 5:45 and I just finished getting ready and I'm gonna head to the hospital. I'm gonna have a quick cup of tea and then I'm gonna head and do this long day. All I keep thinking about in my mind is when my pay comes through a week on Thursday, how good it's gonna feel to press transfer to pay my rent. That's all I'm thinking about, just transfer that money, and then it's like a big weight lifted, because for the shift that I'm doing today and the shift that I did yesterday, that's pretty much half of my rent. So that's all I'm thinking about. I've also booked on to a long day next Sunday and a short shift on Saturday. So I'm only going to be doing this for 2 or 3 weekends, and then I'm going to slow down a little bit because I don't think it is sustainable doing 5 days at medical school and 2 days at the hospital as a nursing assistant. So my intention is out there for the day, that it's going to be a really nice day, the patients are going to be chilled, but I'll take you with me again today. There's not going to be anything exciting happening after the day because I finish quite late and it's just going to be a case of coming home, having some food and going straight to bed. But I'll try and take you with me today and tell you what I'm getting up to, and then I'll film tomorrow because tomorrow's Monday. I'm not going into Bath, but I do have a lot planned for tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And just going to have a quick cup of tea and head to the hospital. Hey everyone, I just got back. It's 8 o'clock in the evening and it's fair to say that I'm feeling pretty tired. I've just fed Clara and she's running around like a maniac now. But I wanted just to finish off this short vlog with a few words, and I was reflecting on this driving back just now. But never let finances or the lack of finances stop you from achieving your goal, because there's always a way to make money, and it would be really easy for every single one of us to say, I can't go back to university, or I can't do something because I don't have enough money. And even if we have a very, very, very small amount of money, it's a case of prioritizing and saying, well, actually, I don't need much in terms of, you know, food and clothing and accommodation, and I don't need a fancy car, but what I do want is to be able to study for something that I'm really passionate about. And I think for the sake of getting an education and doing something that we really enjoy, it's worth working extra hours and sacrificing some of the materialistic things that we can't afford anymore. So my point anyway is, don't let the lack of finances stop you from going back to university, even if you're a little bit older, just like I am, because you could make it work. And just like you've seen, hopefully, from this weekend, I've just done a 12.5-hour shift today. I did 6 hours yesterday, and then I'm back on placement tomorrow in Bath. And as long as I get enough sleep tonight, and I can train during the week to keep my head right and rest when I really feel like I need to, can make it work. It's not easy. I'm not saying it is. It's really hard. It's really hard, and I'm really tired now, but it's doable. You know, it's doable. So once again, don't let the lack of money stop you from achieving your goals. Don't use it as an excuse, you know. Anyway, I'm going to send you all of my love. I'm going to have a cup of tea and then go straight to bed. It's very early to go to bed, really, isn't it? But I will be probably going to bed about 9 o'clock, and then I will see you soon.
You say take me on a treasure hunt.